Okay.
Gentleman over here. Brett, how you doing
Brett?
today?
How you doing?
Jimmy Bruno.
Jimmy,
Your name's
nice to meet
Brett?
you. Brett.
Okay. And so, can you tell us a little bit what's happening here?
What I'm doing over here is I'm getting roughnecks off the CNC,
Okay.
and I take them and I sand out all the grooves
Right.
the CNC machine makes, all the machine marks,
Right.
you know, to the right
Right,
radius in the
okay.
back.
Now,
And then-
how is this one done or not?
Yep.
It's done. Okay. How do you know? I mean, that it's right.
You got a feel for it.
And you have to feel it, because this to me feels like the guitar, like a Benedetto guitar.
Final shaping is going to be the
feel-
fingerboard binding.
Just this
And
little
this,
top
of course.
edge, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But the basic shape is
But
there.
the neck
Yeah.
feels right.
Yeah.
And there's a lefty.
Yep,
Yeah.
you got two lefties.
Right.
These are going to be lefty
Dale-
Bambinos.
Right. For
just
Dale
finished this
Rabner.
one. Yeah.
Might as well give Dale a little plug,
Sure.
you know?
DHR
This
music.
one I just
DHR
finished.
Music. Okay.
Just
Now-
finished that.
Who put that there?
That's done on
The inlay?
CNC.
Yeah.
That's done on CNC.
Okay, so this one's all done.
Yep. That one will go to the neck fitters.
Right. Now the frets aren't done yet, right?
Frets, actually, that's one of the things Brett does over here. These are finished.
They are finished. Okay.
These are
They'll be
finished.
polished out over in final assembly.
Right.
After all the hardware's
Yeah,
put
so
on.
all this
That's
is
That's a trued up neck right now. Yeah.
it's left-handed. Feels right
No
to me,
doubt.
but
Yeah, well, yeah.
I couldn't make it feel right, but yeah, that's great. Thank you, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Can you tell us what you're doing?
I am installing truss rods
Oh, this is very cool.
and our graphite rod support strips inside
Right.
the neck here,
Yeah,
getting it ready for our fingerboard installation.
right. Now, you know, this is the part of the guitar that I guess every guitar player wonders about, because they never see, they know that there's a truss rod in there, and they know if they turn that, it's going to straighten the neck. How exactly does that work? I've wondered about that for years. Like, so this is go flat in there,
This is going to go flat
right?
down to the bottom, and it's going to be seated in the bottom.
Right. Now, do you have to cut that out, that channel?
Previously I did. We do that on our CNC machine now.
Okay.
Nick takes care of that.
Right. So now, when this turns, how does it actually bend?
You want to simplify that, Bob?
Yeah, in simple terms, you see the block,
Yep.
this block, and this block here. Well, there are reverse threads. This is a standard right-hand thread on this side, and there's a left-handed thread on that side. So
Okay.
when you turn the truss rod,
Right.
the blocks now are embedded in the neck. The
okay.
blocks won't move.
They're not
okay?
gonna move, right.
So let's assume that this is in the neck. And when you turn the rod, those blocks are forced one way or the other. Because of the reverse threads, they're forced either away from each other or towards each other.
Okay.
What it's doing is causing, and because the truss rod is positioned off center on the neck, if you look at the profile of the neck, the rod is off center a bit.
Okay.
That
yeah,
will
it is.
cause the neck to bend one way or the other by compressing those two blocks.
Wow. Okay.
It works. So
and-
it's a double action truss rod.
right.
If you turn it clockwise.
And it doesn't. It's not going to make the fingerboard come up,
no.
because
no,
it's not.
embedded, quite
No,
a bit.
I always thought in my mind that this was bent, so then when it turned, it moved the wood, but it's not so. This is straight.
It's straight, yeah, straight. You could put them in with a bow. There are different truss rod
Different-
designs. This
right.
particular design works the way I just described.
And it's as these go closer, that's what's moving, would move the wood slightly.
Yeah, slightly. It doesn't have to be much.
Right, yeah. Okay.
And it is embedded in there, and there's a.
Right, and it will be covered, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will make a custom strip.
Okay,
Little filler
Right
piece.
on top of it.
So
right.
you won't see the truss rod after you
Right,
put that filler
right.
piece in.
So, but there's lots and lots of little
Oh yeah, lots of
little
hands-on.
pieces that have to be done by hand. This is Brad. Can you tell us what we're doing and why you have a surgical mask on?
I just always wear it.
Because I got a kidney stone maybe that you could take out. No, I'm just kidding you. But maybe just a little idea of what's going on here.
Well, I just got done putting the binding on these.
Okay. And this is the binding, these things?
Yeah, just plastic basically.
Right. Is it glue? Do you glue them on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We have 2 different kinds of glue. We have super glue,
Right.
and we have binding glue. So if I have like a seam on the binding, like this seam here,
Yep.
I use this stuff.
Okay.
But the rest of the way, I use the super glue.
Right. And how will this get off? Like you see those little...
When it gets put on the neck,
Right.
Brett, he'll do that when he
Okay.
finalizes the radius.
Right. How many of these will you do in a day?
In a day, I don't know. I don't really have it calculated like that, but if I just worked on it in a day, I could probably do 50.
Right. Now, yesterday you were doing something different, I think, when I see
Yeah, I was making fretboards yesterday.
fretboards.
Attention to detail.
Yeah, you'll see these throughout the shop. We have a dozen or more of them. They're neck rests. And here we go. Trevor's gonna give us a demonstration.
This is slow motion.
Slow motion. The neck rest will hold the guitar either on its end, like that, or on its back, or face, either way.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's all they are. They're lined with felt, obviously, to
Right.
cushion and prevent damage to the instrument as we're working
Now, what was he
on it.
doing? What was he
Sharpening
doing?
his tools.
Ah, okay.
See? Handmade again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what is he doing at this station here with
Well,
this
here we
guitar?
fit the necks to the Bambino model. This is a Bambino Deluxe, and the Bravo models and the Benny models all get their necks
Okay.
fitted here.
So that's the dovetailed?
It's a dovetail joint. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you don't have any necks lying around, do you? Oh, well, here's something. Yeah, here we go. For example, it starts out like this, a body and a
Right.
neck. The neck and body joints are rough cut on the machine, actually pretty accurately cut on the machine, but the final fit has to be done by hand. Final
Okay.
fit will make a perfect joint, the right angle, and,
Right.
and so,
So
on.
what will he shave off? This part or that part?
This part,
That part.
dovetail. Yeah. If need be, he can take it from from the mortise as well. Makes no difference.
Okay. This is called the
Usually.
mortise?
Mortise and tenon or dovetail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this part will more be shaved, take wood off.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go too far, it's screwed.
Well, if you go too far, you can glue a wooden shim in and start all
Right,
over again.
right. But you actually,
But,
you want it to be,
Trevor doesn't do that. He doesn't. He gets right.
right. So you want the wood to just be real tight
Yeah.
and
Should
so
be
it
a
holds
tight
itself,
joint.
right.
Yeah,
So
the
you
joint
have-
should be so good you could clamp it and not even use glue. That's how good the joint
Right,
should be.
okay.
We do glue them, of course, but
Right,
the
okay.
joint should be that good. And those are his tools, chisels.
Wow.
Like it has been used for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah,
I can't do it without them.
No.
yeah. It really is amazing how each step is,
Yeah.
has to be done by hand.
This is what I sharpen the chisels on,
Yeah.
the stones.
Right, okay.
Wet stones.
Whetstones,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yeah. So what's Wyatt doing there, Bob?
Well, he does a number of things here. He works really on all the flagship models and one-of-a-kind instruments. Here he's binding the F-holes on a Fratello model.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're taped on. What's the tape for?
The tape holds the binding while the glue dries. He's using an ABS plastic binding that's held in place with an acetone-based cement. The acetone bites into the ABS plastic, and so you have a good joint. But the tape holds it,
Holds it.
acting as a clamp.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is a carved top.
This is a carved spruce top for a Fratello model. Yeah,
17-inch.
17-inch. Yeah, full body.
Okay.
And
Thanks.
he's got a bunch of tops and backs in process. He takes them from the carving machine. Wyatt gets them and does all the final carving by hand using, again, the old traditional planes and chisels and so on.
Okay.
Here he's gluing on braces on a Bravo Elite That's a carved top also.
Carved top. Right. Amazing. Amazing. Good. Wyatt, thanks.
Here's a real,
Yeah, you bet.
a real
Appreciate it,
quick
yeah.
look at this. This is a,
Yeah, sure.
this is that gypsy model.
Oh, the one you were talking about. Yeah,
we were
yeah.
talking about it before, so I
Like
thought you
the
may
Frank
find it-
Vignola one?
Exactly. Now on Frank's guitar, we didn't use the oval hole. We had sound holes on the side, but this is a little bit different. It has the oval hole.
And it's what kind of wood on the back and sides?
The back and sides are belly. Not that belly.
Belly.
This belly.
That belly.
B-E-L-I comes from Africa.
Wow.
Yeah. So we and the top is Sitka spruce from Alaska.
Right.
And the bindings are wooden bindings, also made from belly.
Right. Now,
And-
how do you
and
bend the
maples.
wooden? You have to bend the wood, right?
You have to bend the wood. Yeah, the sides and the binding also is bent in a traditional way. We don't have
What-
it. We don't have it here, but we
you
have
heat,
a bending iron.
You
Yeah.
heat. It's heat is what does it, right?
Right. You wet the
You
wood.
wet them,
and
right?
you bend it over a hot iron pipe. Hot
Right.
pipe.
Now, is this one piece of wood, or
The joint is right here.
right?
Here,
So this
so-
is one.
Yeah, this is one piece from here.
So when you bend it, you gotta watch it don't break.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd be breaking it.
Thanks, Wyatt.
I'd be breaking like 9 out of 10.
You'd have been fired.